Taking the second objective of Sharia, safeguarding life, 6 basic points I'd like to make. First of all, there could be no human dignity if there is no recognition of sanctity of human life. And the Quran is quite clear on that. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا النَّفْسَ الَّتِي حَرَّمَ اللَّهُ إِلَّا بِالْحَقِّ. Don't take away the life or the nafs, the soul that Allah made sanctified except بالحق, in truth, that is for due cause, and also implies with due course of law. The Quran speaks about what Allah revealed to previous prophets in the past, confirming it again. أنه من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا. That anyone who kills a single soul, not for retaliation or punishment like capital murder for a murderer, or spreading corruption on earth, he is like one who killed all humanity. And anyone who saves a single soul, he is like one who saved the life or souls of all mankind. Secondly, sanctity of life includes as well the life of the vulnerable, as represented by small infants. That's why the Quran forbade the cruel practice of female infanticide, either because of a present poverty or for fear of future poverty. Both are mentioned in the Quran. Thirdly, it goes on even to protect the life of the fetus, especially after the ruh has been breathed into it, which I believe is perhaps around the 40th day, not after 3 months as some thought. And to protect that fetus from modern infanticide called abortion. This is the modern day infanticide, not only for females, but for males as well. Fourthly, the dignity of sanctifying life also forbids that a person kills himself even, or herself. Suicide is forbidden and punishable in the day of judgment. وَلَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. Don't kill yourselves. Allah indeed is merciful to you. Fifthly, it includes even the respect of life of innocent people, even in the enemy's camp, as we find in the instruction of the Prophet ﷺ and his companions after him, even in legitimate warfare, not killing a woman who's not fighting, a child, an old man, a civilian farmer who's tending to his farm, a clergy who's not fighting, let alone forbidding even cutting trees or killing animals for no reason except destruction. But there are also measures to make sure that life is to be respected, including the punishment of the murderer who aggresses against the life of another human being, the right of self-defense, as well as fighting against oppression, including oppression that prevents the message of Islam from peacefully reaching other people, in fulfillment of the historic duty and mission of Muslims as the final and universal message to all of mankind. And all of these are documented as well in the Quran. We'd like to add to this that when we examine the true and pure teaching of Islam from its original and primary sources, we find that it has nothing to do with any random act of violence, whatever it's called, terrorism or whatnot. But the definition of terrorism must include not only terrorism committed by individuals or groups, but the more dangerous type of terrorism committed by states, contrary to international law and contrary to UN Charter, just taking the law in their own hands. This is a more serious form of terrorism and provokes more terrorism and continue that unfortunate cycle of violence.